All right, we live. What's good, y'all? No mercy here. Trap New York shit. Y'all already know what time it is. I gotta get my camera and shit ready. But I got my brother Peso here, dynamic duo that runs the Trap New York. And we have a very special guest in the building, man. We got Teewhy here.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
It's popping.
What's good? What's good? So yes, I know Mercy had interviewed you before on what was it on No Mercy TV?
Yeah, yep, on the podcast. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so you know what I mean. Well, let me get a little bit more familiar with you, pause, no homo, and all that good shit for them type niggas. You know what I mean? This little background. You know what I mean? Where you from, homie?
Really, I'm from Hudson County, Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I lived all around Hudson County, mostly Union City. You know what I mean? I'm in Jersey City right now. I've been all over the place, though, North Jersey for most of the part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Jersey, basically.
Yep.
Okay, I got you, man. And when did you start rapping?
Shit. I would say like 2000. Really started rapping though, like high school. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking around with it when I was in grade school, but mostly high school shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I started to really get into it type shit.
Okay, you remember your first rap?
Hell no, that shit, bro. I done wrote thousands of raps
That shit
since,
was
but
ass cheeks.
yeah, terrible.
Oh,
I feel like I just started getting good in the last like 3 years, to be real.
word? So when did you start taking it like serious? Like, yo, I could really do this shit.
I feel like I always took it serious, bro, but I was always very realistic. Like, I was never somebody like, yo, my shit is the craziest shit. Like, nah, I was always like comparing my shit to, you know what I'm saying, the people that I idolize, and I was identifying the gap. Like, okay, they doing this, and I kind of want to do that too. So what can I do to get better at that? So I would work at, you know what I mean, working my shit like that. So I was very realistic. But I feel like I started getting good like around 2015, 16 type shit.
Okay, I got you. And were you just rapping at first, or were you always battle rapping?
No, I was just rapping at first. I was making music. I got into battle rap by mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like complete mistake. Stumbled into it and then got caught up in the culture. Ended up falling in love with the shit, building
How did you
relationships,
get
and then
into
I
it by
stuck around.
mistake? How does that happen?
I was supporting a friend at the time, and he was battling at what's that shit? 16 bars. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to counseling and all that. He was battling at that
Yeah, I remember 16 bars. Yep.
So I had pulled up, you know what I'm saying, out of random. We didn't even plan to go support him. We just ran into the dude in New York and shit. And then he was like, yo, I'm about to go do a battle. He's like, yo, pop out. We pulled up. He bombed, you know what I'm saying? Niggas went, like, kind of violated him type shit. So my man Kumba was like, yo, you can't let us go out like this. You got to do something. Eventually, I got sucked into, like, rapping and shit. And then I ended up battling a girl that night. And then the crowd went crazy for the girl. So the dude was like, yo, listen, if you want to actually prepare around and come back and battle, you know what I'm saying, you could come do that. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. So I came back, smoked somebody, and then I got caught up in the circuit and shit from there.
Okay. So then from there, when do you start to say to yourself, you know what I mean? Let me focus on this battle rap shit a little bit more.
I think when Blackbeard scouted me, he scouted me up in Newburgh and shit. There was an event hosted by a son called Goldbacks at the time. It was upstate, you know what I'm saying? And Black was on a card and I was on a card. We was in some alleyway in Newburgh and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was by myself, you know what I'm saying? I was battling some dude barking on him crazy. And he fucked with what I was doing. So he's like, yo, you want to get on Coliseum Battle League? And I was like, yeah, at that time, that's when Chess had just battled Doc. So I was like, oh, this shit is super hot. Yeah, I definitely want to be on there. So once they invited me to the league, I had my first battle there versus Aslan. Then I battled Mo Moolah, and I saw the love that I got. And then right then and there, I started to take shit a little bit more serious because I
So
saw how much people was fucking with it.
were you paying attention to the scene though already around that time? In terms of just like knowing what's going on in battle rap?
A little bit, but not like the underground shit. It was mostly just URL shit. Like one of the first battles I watched was like Math and fucking Iron Solomon, and then like Math and Dose. Like those were the shit that I knew at the time. You know what I'm saying? Very little. Like I wasn't into it like that. And then once I started to actually get in the culture myself, then I started watching the top tiers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? From there, but I never was really into it like that.
So for artists like yourself who do music and also do battle rap, how do you level out the two? Like how do you balance out like what gets, the real passion out of you? Or do you try to even it out with both? Like how does that work for you?
I listen. just recently I've decided to make the decision to separate myself from battle rap. So now I'm just doing music, you know what I'm saying, just strictly. And it's hard, bro, to do two, because for me personally, myself, it's two different switches. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in battle mode, it's a whole different switch versus being in music mode. Then it's more of like a songwriting bag. It's more of a melodic bag. It's more of trying to be relatable versus battle rap is more just like direct, ripping apart your opponent, chess, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's two different switches. For me, it became too hard, bro. I started to really lack on my music, which was my passion. And that's what really was kind of like making me, fucking me up over the years, because as I was getting treated the way I was through battle rap, I was going through my trials and tribulations and shit. Like I noticed that the main thing that I really loved, I was lacking on. And then the thing I'm giving my full support is not even trying to, nothing is really trying to help me get to the next level with this. So it's like I'm going against the grain for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
So are you retired? Like, are you officially retired, or you like fake battle rap retired? Like, which one?
Bro, I've retired so many times. At this point, I'm just proving by action. I'm just not active battling right now. You know what I'm saying? But if there ever were an opportunity where somebody gave me a stupid bag, or I could perform in a tournament that was for a heavy bag, I would consider it, you know what I'm saying? But as for right now, it has none of my attention, you know what I'm saying, at all.
Yo, let me tell y'all, me and Peso
I
hate that fake retirement shit that niggas be doing, son. That shit is the worst.
But bro, like I be retiring when I'm hot.
Yeah,
too. Like that's the thing. Like I be.
Why would you do that?
Killing niggas and then being out.
That's crazy.
Because bro, you gotta realize after a while, you gotta establish self-worth, bro. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not, like when niggas is throwing you battle rappers like Chris Hood to battle, and that's no offense to him, but I should not be in a ring with these people, and I proved that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing left for me to prove. The only thing that needs to be done is to give me an opportunity and a push. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything else I've proven. People know me, bro. People recognize me, and people know what I bring to the table.
Okay.
That kind of segues into the reason. Well, first, I always say,
shout out to J2.
Nobody ever retires from battle rap, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? J2 was popping. Nobody ever retires from battle raps. I always say, saying I'm active is more of a best say it. You know what I mean? Because, if certain opposite, like, if a nigga hits you and say, I need you to battle Lux next week on Summer Madness, nigga, you fucking back in the ring. You know what I mean? So nobody ever retires from battle rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that really leads us into, the main joint why we wanted you on here today. And I want to, because you had posted something that I caught it through West Crave. Me and West Crave and friends had reposted it from your page. And I found it to be very interesting, and I thought it would be a big conversational piece. And I want to read it verbatim so I'm not misquoting you. You know what I mean? Can you hear me? We good?
Yeah, the only thing is your video is stuttering a little bit, but your audio clear as hell.
Okay, well, fuck the video then. As long as my audio good.
Yeah.
It says, I genuinely feel bad for battlers. Something has to change drastically because the way these leagues are eating off of you versus what you receive for your hard work is shameful. URL got y'all battles on all streaming platforms. Y'all not receiving a cent for it. Just know if you ever see me in the ring again, I'm making 5 figures non-negotiable. These people are snakes. You are the bloodline to the organization, but there's no league. Goes on a little bit more than that, but was the gist of it. Where did that come from? Like, what exactly inspired that post?
Yeah, that was heavy.
What inspired that post was seeing the battles on all streaming platforms, and I'll kind of go out my way and say this, like, as I was overthinking that, you know what I'm saying, I've begun to realize that everybody does what's in their best interest. You know what I'm saying? From the business perspective, we always look at things from the artist perspective as well. And of course, we're always going to want more. But from the business perspective as well, people got to do what's best for their business. You know what I'm saying? So while it's fucked up, it's not real right business. I understand why they do what they do. But then I also understand from my standpoint why I do what I do and why I needed to separate myself, because I noticed, like I said, the amount of money people are getting paid versus the amount of work that they got to put in is shameful. If you're making $300 and you have to prepare for a month for a battle, is you telling me that that's that's what your time is worth. 1 month of your time is worth $300. That's a little crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? And
okay,
some people
but
accept that. I'm not
I get it.
that person.
I get that, but at the same time, right? We at the same time we also have to understand that, and when we speak, let's speak it on a level because URL was mentioned in post, so let's speak on it from that level per se, and then we can take it down to mid-range links and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right. When you have a business that is a money in, money out business, and nothing is guaranteed on your end, but the guarantee is definitely on him because no matter what he does, the battle walks away with that agreed upon fee or purse or whatever you want to call it for their work. So it's that side of it that you got to look at too. And another thing, to be completely honest, there's way more. People think there's way more money in battle rap than what it really is. Like, it's not
100%.
a buku amount of money in battle rap. Battle rap isn't the music industry. Like, battle
At
rap,
all.
like niggas ain't walking around making millions and millions of dollars in battle rap. It's not the music industry. Like, battle rap is really a nickel and dime business, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like,
At the same time, though,
if
you gotta
there was so much money in battle rap, the big.
No, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Oh, I was gonna say at the same time,
You good? Go ahead.
just based off of the way that the business is advertised. Let's say, like, just speaking of URL, like the world's most respected battle league, and then you look at the amount of subscribers they have and everything else, and how prodigiously they're promoted. You would assume that there's professionality. That's where niggas fuck up at. Is that we assume the professionality has to correlate with the analytics, and that's not that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that. I used to think, because they have a lot going on, they're doing numbers, they're doing this and third, it has to be professional. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to that, though, like when you're on a certain tier, I feel like the professionality changes for sure. You know what I'm saying? On lower tiers, it's a little bit more different. You have to really crawl through the mud to really get to that. And I feel like that, it's necessary, but sometimes the approach can be tweaked, in my opinion. I don't think that they do shit all the way right, but I also think that there's no blue book for this shit. There's no handbook for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They learning on the spot too. They growing on the spot too. They figuring shit out on the spot. And so a lot of shit falls in between the cracks, and it's unfortunate because you got people's careers on the line that take this shit serious.
And you know what? I don't think everybody in battle rap gets enough credit for that aspect of it, in terms of everybody still trying to grow and figure it out. Like, I feel like there's definitely been mistakes that me and Peso might have made just as league owners that people went at us hard for. And it's like, okay, we're going to handle it the best we could, but at the end of the day, understand that we still are just starting. Like, even in our second and third year, people might rock with the league, but at the same time, there's still a lot that we got to learn. You know what I mean? So we're going to make mistakes along the way. And I think it's the same with the battlers as well.
I think that it's important for the business owner to be transparent about that, though, because oftentimes these people have no direction, and they're putting their careers and their time in your hands to say, yo, I'm going to put in my efforts as an artist to provide what I can provide to you, but I'm expecting you and I'm hoping for you to reciprocate and be able to help me get to the next level. That's what everybody's ultimately in this for, to open doors. And so when you have people on this hamster wheel and they're stagnated in place, of course it's going to be disgruntled artists, bro, because not only did we put all our, possibly put all our eggs in this basket, we trusted you, bro, because of how you advertised your professionality and how you advertise you could actually get somebody to the next place. You know what I'm
saying? But let's be completely honest. Like I said, we do call this truth be told, right? When you say if you return to the ring again, you want 5 figures, non-negotiable. Now 5 figures at a baseline is 10 tracks.
Yeah.
Now, small leagues, can pay you 10K.
None. None of the above.
I guess he won't be on the trap again.
All right, so you must be. So when you say 10K, then you must be talking about. Right, so you must be talking about the RBEs or the KOTDs or the URLs. Have you explored that figure with any of those leagues? And if so, what was their response to that?
I have not explored that figure with any of these leagues, but a part of me saying that is also to put up kind of like a safeguard in a sense of saying like I don't want to be booked by smaller leagues. So like that number is gonna turn you off immediately and be like, fuck him, I'll leave him alone. Good for me, because now I can focus on what I actually want to do. So when anybody approaches me with something that's an opportunity, it'll be a real opportunity, and I know I'm gonna gain from it. You know what I'm saying? If not financially, it'll be promotionally or a career move or whatever the case is. On top of that, like I told y'all, I'm focused on music right now solely. I have a whole management team and a whole bunch of situations going on that people don't know about that they're going to be very pleasantly surprised about when I start rolling out. And this allows me to focus on that, and which is what I wanted to do my whole life. So going back to this actually fucks my whole train of thought up. You know what I'm saying? So again, if I want to go back to it, it's going to have to be a large figure like that. On top of that, I don't want to be promoted as a battle rapper because of how I know my music is going to be able to hit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the whole thinking of it. I know it's an obscene number, but at the same time,
and I respect that.
You can't dictate what somebody's worth, and I feel like I put in enough work to where I have one of the best pens in battle rap, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of battle rappers. I feel like I have one of the best pens, bro. You can't say a lot of people punch that much harder than me.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of talent wise, you definitely.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. When we speak on, listen, as a league owner, I will never tell any battle rapper what their worth is, because whatever you feel your worth is, I don't give a fuck if you feel your worth is $1 million. I will never debate that. That is not my place to debate what you think your worth is. The key word, though, in negotiation and business is value. What your value is a totally different thing. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel like I'm not talking about you specifically, Teewhy. In terms of doing with a lot of battlers, especially on a larger scale, is that they tend to expect a lot more than what their true value is.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, when you have to put up everything, when you the guy who puts up all the money, and you have another guy that's saying, well, listen, I know not a dime is guaranteed for you, but I want you to guarantee me more than my value. That's what makes this game fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you might, well, not even you might, you are going to get these dickhead league owners who are just so thirsty to feel like they're a part of something that they're going to spend a lot of money on these stupid ass cards that we all know they're not getting their money back on. We all know you're not getting that bread back. We all know you're not filling up an arena of 2,000 people. That's what it would really take for you to even flip your bread. We know that's not happening. So you might get them silly ass niggas, but in terms of people who truly understand how business goes, it's hard to justify the numbers that a lot of battlers want. And I think that's the true problem with the game right now, is that the money that they truly feel like they deserve just is not there in battle rap. That's just the truth.
That's agreed. And also you got to be realistic about what you bring to the table too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do people want to see your battles? I can name a couple battles right now that people would love to see me do on URL, and that shit would definitely sell, especially with promotion going back and forth and everything else. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have, and a lot of people are not interesting. Nobody really wants to see them like that. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. And sometimes people ask for obscene figures. I feel like me asking for 5 figures, and I've never even asked for it, to be real. I don't think that that's unrealistic at this point.
Shit, 5 figures.
My question to you is this, though, and like I said, I actually, yeah, that's yeah. I don't know, Teewhy. I don't know. It's a lot of money we talking. You know what I mean?
I know.
But
one day,
I love
bro,
that
we're
post,
gonna
though.
look back.
I did love that post because
let me tell you something. One day we're gonna look back and I'm gonna show you a check I get from a show, and you're gonna be like, oh, He only asked for 10,000 one time.
And I believe you could get there in terms
But
of music and everything.
That's a show though.
I know.
I'm just saying. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Cassidy is making as much on battle rap as he was doing tours?
I think he's probably making more right now. When he was first hot, he was probably making stupid bread. Stupid bread.
Hell no.
But right now in battle rap, he's probably making more than he's making off music. That's for a fact.
Yeah, I think battle rap bag is definitely more than music.
You can't compare. I don't believe so. When he at his height of I'm a Hustler and the joint with Mashonda and all of that shit, I don't believe he's making more. Listen, if he was making more money in battle rap than he was in music, he would completely stop doing music right now, to be honest with you. He's trying to get back to a certain point in music because he know that's where the real money is at, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
Did Cass ever hit millions of views like that in his music, like overnight, like he's doing right now?
Yeah.
I don't think that time. Well, Cassidy started at a different time before all YouTube shit.
Mixtape era, but like he wasn't doing nothing like he's doing right now, in my opinion. I don't know. Like his music, obviously,
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. My nigga, I was there. That nigga was cooking hot at one point. That nigga was flaming hot. So that's definitely not true. You know what I mean?
I feel like the height of his career, bro. I believe it.
He was. That's the reason why he is who he is now. Yeah, hotel. Yeah, hotel. But I just want to get back to this real quick. I do feel like what you did was I thought it was dope that you was being a huge advocate for the battlers. Now let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take? Because this is one thing me and No Mercy have always preached. We are at the Trap New York, we are pro battler. We want the power to be with all the battlers, yo. And I think the reason why the game is fucked up right now is because the battlers feel like they need the leagues, and it should be the other way around. Once URL became bigger than the battlers lost all their power. They lost all their negotiation leverage. They lost it all at that point. You understand what I'm saying? So what do you think it would take for the battlers to regain their strength in battle rap so they can get to the point of getting what you feel they deserve?
Damn, that's a crazy good question because obviously that strike shit ain't work. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried it with that. I just think that honestly, people need to approach the situations more like businessmen versus like people that are like getting blessed with an opportunity or something like that, and then they'll be able to negotiate a little bit more. But I feel like right now it's a little too deep in the game to go back. Some shit is irreversible. Like now, I think the platform will be bigger than any artist that is on it. To be real, like people are fans of the platform. They're fans of the platform more than they're fans of the actual artist, I feel like, because of what the platform brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? They bring these types of acts.
And the problem.
And that, I guess that is a problem. But I don't know if there's anything they could do at this point, bro, to be real. Like what I was suggesting is what I was thinking and what I was saying to people is this, bro. Like I tell people all the time, your most valuable currency is your time, bro, no matter what anybody says. And to be caught in a hamster wheel for years, bro, doing this shit, a lot of people really believe they could do something with this. You know what I'm saying? Like this could do something for their life. That's why people are doing it. They're not just doing it because it's a hobby. There's not this many thousands of niggas.
I agree with you.
So it's like we have to be realistic about people's time.
I
feel like they be having people.
I tell niggas all the time.
Stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just fucked up, bro. Like they have lives, bro. These niggas is not getting any younger. What are they gonna give to their kids after this? That's how I think. Like, what if battle rap got to a point, and maybe it's too premature, maybe I'm just speaking too early, but I would love for it to get to a point where somebody's kids could benefit from what somebody put into the culture. That would be dope. What they got now, footage, views. You gonna take your views with you, bro? Like,
yo, and it's crazy because that's something that's something I tell No Mercy. I tell No Mercy, like, yo, the crazy shit about these niggas is battle rap is full of a bunch of people that celebrate a bunch of nothing on a daily basis. They celebrate shit they can't even put their kids through college with.
Yeah, we definitely had that conversation numerous times.
It's the facade of the social ladder. You know what I'm saying? Of, oh my God, now I'm in the forefront. People respect me for what I do, and that's cool. Like that's cool. And I realize
like for example, right? I'm gonna give you something, Ty. When we talk about this whole conversation about, let's say, up and comers paying for battles, right? The way we do it at the track has always been strategic, right? We give an up and comer a bunch of test battles to see if they're ready for that next level. Once they're ready, boom, we get you a Daylyt, a Shotgun Sugar, or something like that. And usually niggas be out of here after those battles. But you have leagues where you have niggas that have paid for multiple names. Niggas are probably 10 bands in the hole right now before they even get somewhere. And at the end of the day, it's like, if nobody's picking you up, what was all that work for? Some niggas just don't have it. And the only thing they're gonna have to show at the end of their legacy from battle rap is YouTube views. Because you didn't get on URL, you didn't get on RBE, you didn't get in KOTD.
That they don't get a cent off of.
They don't get a dime off it.
Yeah, that, like, listen, bro. Dre Dennis is my man. I fuck with Dre.
And
you know what I'm saying? But what you're referring to is basically what they be doing at Gates of the Garden. Like, it be a bunch of motherfuckers that that pay for names, and some of them is not even ready for the names. But
yeah. Well, it happens everywhere, but we've definitely seen a lot of it. It's definitely been a lot of it.
Yeah. Let's be clear. Like, at this point, it really does happen everywhere. I think the issue with that is, though, what No Mercy is saying, when we do it, or when we did it with, there was like a method to the madness. Like, we truly did it with artist development and pro artists being first in mind. It was all about the artists when we did, and we only did it when it made sense. Now, as long as you can pay a nigga, you can literally battle anybody at any time on the league, and the league don't give a fuck about you as the talent, because it works for the league. It brings in viewership for the league. It brings in YouTube views for the league. It brings people in the door for the league. They don't give a fuck about what it does for you, even though they know it's not going to do anything for you. They know a one-rounder versus Geechee Gotti, a Tay Rock, or whoever, if you just Joe Blow off the corner, that he knows, they know it's not going to do shit for you, but they'll book the battle anyway because it looks good for their flyer and it looks good for their league. We never did that. With us, it was always about when it makes sense for you, when it's right for you, and if it can take you to that next level. We've actually turned down paid for matchups that didn't make no sense because it just wouldn't work for the battle.
The type of shit we done turned down. Oh my God.
And that's how it's supposed to be, bro. That's how it's supposed to be. Because that proves you give a fuck about the artist, bro. The person who's actually investing into themselves in their career. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other way around is kind of shady shit. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, but it is what it is, you know. Everybody's different.
Right. So, no, and I'm glad, listen, and I'm glad you brought that up. And even, like, being that post you made, I can tell you're really tapped into the game from what's best for the battler standpoint. That's why I could appreciate somebody like you saying some shit like that, because the game really does need to get back to that. It really does need to get back to what is best for the battler, what is going to work best for the battler. How can we brand new talent in this game to keep this shit going? Because honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like seeing Cassidy on the card. I don't like seeing Jay Mills on the card. I don't like seeing these guys that I watched 15, 20 years ago still on these cards. I don't like seeing T-Rex versus Eazy the Block Captain. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like seeing it. I want to see new talent, new guys. I want this arena to grow and evolve and get to that next level. But we can't do that if we stuck on the same names forever.
That's a fact. I feel like also battle rappers, like established ones, they fuck their own name up because they price themselves so cheap for these outside leagues. They'll fucking do a battle for dirt, bro. Like, and so that only conditions you to get treated a certain way everywhere, and then at that league that's giving you bread. Because if they hear that you accepting, you know, this and that, they're not offering you no real bag, bro. You're never gonna get paid like that. So if people had a higher standard, you wouldn't see Tay Rock on fucking Gates of the Garden. It's impossible. You need a big ass bag. Period. That's how it should be. Not booking this nigga for fucking $2,000 or whatever the fuck he might take. You know what I'm saying? As a fade, that's weird. Like, you too deep in the game for shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But once again, but that kind of drives back to the point I was making before when I said, yo, you gotta understand this battle rap is a nickel and dime game, man. To keep it funky, there ain't no real money in this shit. If there was real money in this shit, niggas wouldn't be doing the shit they doing. Fuck what I'm saying. Look at the moves niggas is making and ask yourself, do you know a nigga that's getting some real money out here that would make that move? And that'll speak for itself.
That's a fact.
Yeah, bro. When I started, honestly, bro, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. When I started making way more money in real life, that's when I realized I cannot disrespect myself by taking this light of a bag for this much amount of effort. It don't work no more. You know what I'm saying? Like once you start making a certain amount of bread, and like real life bread, you're like, oh shit, I can't even do that no more. It don't make sense in my life schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like now I have to have my bag increase, especially because not only can I not afford to not do that, you know what I'm saying? I've proven X whatever. And then, you know, people want to see you and all that other extra shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I think the game is what they call FUBAR. You know what I mean? Fucked up beyond all repair, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you, T.I. I said T.I. Teewhy. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, Teewhy. I respect your position. I do. I wholeheartedly respect your position. I don't agree with the 5 figures part, but I respect your position. I respect you saying like, yo, you know, I can't keep doing the same shit forever. I can't keep working, busting my ass to show these people that I'm dope and not get nothing for it. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, this game is what it is. So I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like we had an impasse with battle rap to where we trying to see what's the most we could get out of it without it even growing. I ask Mercy this question all the time. I'd be like, do you feel like the battle rap audience has grown over the last 5 years? I honestly don't feel it has grown that significantly. I don't.
That shit shrunk, in my opinion, bro, because once that YouTube channel stopped getting utilized as much, that shit started going down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell. You could tell. There's no way that you drop in like bro, when my battle with Truth Watson dropped on URL, right? That shit did like less than 50 bands on the channel. My battle with Jerry West almost 250,000. My battle with Brooklyn Carter over 100,000, and that battle was better than both of them shits.
Right.
So quality
like
don't
said,
really
man,
even work.
Just like,
it don't even matter no more. The attention is gone.
And that's why you got niggas. That's why you got so many niggas that's been on the Chitlin circuit their whole career. You got niggas flying across the country for $300.
That's wild, bro. I could never do that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's like really crazy. Once again, that just speaks to the game. Like I said, I'm me. I'm not a pessimist. I'm not an optimist. I'm a realist. What the moves I see speak to the game. Once again, I don't know no nigga who's getting any type of real money in this world that's going to get on a flight 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours for fucking peanuts. I don't know no nigga who's going to do that.
That's crazy.
Can't do it.
So, you know, it just speaks to the game. And I feel like in order for the game to grow, we're going to have to find a way to revamp shit, rebuild, and facilitate new stars in this shit. Because if not, it's going to stay the same forever, man. And I've been an advocate of this for a long time now. I've been saying the same shit for a long time. I'm an old nigga. I ain't one of these young niggas. I'm an old head. And I'm telling you, I don't want to see none of these old niggas. I want to see a bunch of new niggas. You know what I mean? I want to see some new stars. I want to see new dope niggas. You know what I mean? So this shit can really evolve and elevate and get to that next level, man. But, you know, on the last note, just so we can get up out of here, man, just what's some of your advice to that new battle rapper coming into the game, T.I.? What would your advice be to him coming into this shit?
I mean, I would say sharpen up your sword first, then sharpen up your mental, because once you're good, dope enough, and then once you got the business acumen to really be able to have these conversations with people and understand where you're getting fucked over and where you're not getting fucked over, and understanding your rights to certain things, like you'll have a little bit more leverage in conversation versus being somebody that's just like thirsty for opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, get your craft right, then get your business right, and then see where it take you. You know what I'm saying? And know your value. Try to keep your value close. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll offer you something that don't mean you have to take it. With all the shit that's going on with P right now, all these people who's going crazy on P on YouTube. P said some shit the other day. He was like, "Yo, has anybody ever known me to be anybody else? Have I talked to anybody any different way?" He hasn't, bro. He's the same person. So, like he said, you either accept it or you don't. But you can't be mad about what you accept. You can only be mad at yourself for accepting it. You know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you some real shit. Because I've been hearing the rumblings with P too. And salute to P. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. I don't know what he's doing. But I will say these complaints wouldn't exist in the first place if the battlers could control their own destiny. They wouldn't even need that nigga if they could control their own destiny.
But how could they control their own destiny? They low key need him.
And that's the problem, my nigga. That's the problem with the game right there. That's the problem that you need a gatekeeper. That's the problem, that you need a nigga to open up a gate for you to be who you are.
But imagine any and everybody in the URL. That shit would devalue the whole fucking channel. Like the whole most respected. That shit ain't gonna be respected at all.
But the overall point I'm making is you got to put yourself in a position to where you don't need them; they need you.
100%. But and then that goes into what you do outside of this shit though. Like you could just battle a whole bunch of people and get a buzz and learn marketing and do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But people don't do that. A lot of people don't invest into themselves like that. If they wanted to, they could. Look at Benji Lolo. He's the best. He's the best at it right now. He's doing his thing, especially with the World Star. And he's giving niggas the key and the plug every interview. Every interview.
Two things I always tell battlers, man. Number one, grind until they don't have no choice but to recognize you. And number two, put yourself in a position to where you can say no without losing any sleep over it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Facts. And also,
you know what I'm saying? So
realistic expectations, bro. Look at this shit for what it is. Don't look at it for what it can be. Look at it for what it is. Trust me. Trust it to be what it is, bro. Look at that shit for what it is.
Right. My thing is, I feel like once you get to a certain. Oh, go ahead, P.
No, I was gonna say that would be my message. Like listening to what's going on, people in the game for the last few years, listening to what's even going on right now. One thing I'm gonna tell battle rappers is that y'all gotta regain the power in this game. As long as the leagues control the game, y'all niggas are always gonna live on your knees in this shit. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gotta get the power back in the battlers' hands, or y'all gonna be fucked for the rest of your whole career is gonna be dependent on another nigga making a phone call to you.
That's a fact, and I'm gonna keep it so official right now. That's why I feel like battle rap is not even worth it, because if I have to go somewhere else to be able to establish a buzz to then bring it to battle rap so that they can treat me different, I might as well just bring my focus all the way over there and go run with that, because that's crazy. Like they're supposed to be like you said, in the development of artists, you know what I'm saying? Being able to be like, all right, let me, let's literally lay out a plan for you. You're gonna battle this person. If this goes well, this will happen. And then you know what I mean? They're doing everything in real time, and it's just not beneficial for the artist, bro. So there is no development no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and to keep it even more real, no mercy. How many niggas we don't put in a position the way they don't even need the trap?
Oh, nah, countless.
That's just what we do. Like we put niggas in a position where they don't need us. Yeah. So that if whoever you around as an artist, if whoever you around isn't doing that for you, if they're not putting you in a position where you don't need them, then you just around the wrong type of niggas.
That's a fact. It should always be to outgrow the platform and to be as best as you can be. Like,
yeah, what's your outtake on this? Mercy, what's up? You been mad quiet. What's up with you, dog?
Oh, you talking about the with all the P shit?
Well, I mean, just anything.
Well, I pretty much feel like battlers should definitely not be just dependent on a URL code, because how many niggas have we seen make posts, yo, URL ain't showing me no love, I'm ready to retire? And it's like, it's a whole bunch of other leagues out here that are going to be willing to book you, that you can eat off of. Get your name hot until them niggas have no choice but to call you, and then you're going to be good. You can't have the defeated mentality all the time. And me, I hate that shit. I hate seeing people just be defeated, like making posts, oh, this ain't working out, this ain't working out. You know how much shit I go through in real life? That shit will never make the internet. Like, I'm going to continue to keep working. You understand? Like I don't know anything else. I don't know how to just curl up in a ball and say this shit ain't working. I'm about to dip. You feel me? Like I had a moment like that with battle rap before, but never again. You understand? Like I just don't have that in me to just be on some. I'm just gonna, and I think battlers need to stop doing that. That shit annoys me to have.
I told that nigga Mercy he was bugging the fuck out, tripping over this shit like that.
Because bro, it's easy to love this shit, bro. It's a dope game. It's a dope game, and honestly, it's so much business involved now that it's made it something that it shouldn't be. Now it's all about everything is all about analytics and bringing eyeballs to the screen. You know what I'm saying? That's everything now. Talent is secondary to that. That's just business. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that and you're comfortable with that, then you'll realize, like, bro, you'll stop being so less confident. Like me, I know I'm one of the fucking best. Just because I ain't on the screen don't mean that. Bro, when I get back on the screen, I have one of the battles of the fucking year. Every time. Motherfuckers always say that. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know your worth, bro, and realize the game and just look at shit for what it is, bro. That's it.
Well, listen, I'll say this real quick, man. If we have seen your last hurrah, I just thank you for gracing the trap platform one time. We appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Gave us a classic too.
You know, like I said, man, yeah. And you know, I do believe your heart is in the right place with this, man. And you know, like I said, it just got to get to a place to where niggas learn how to niggas learn how to take their own careers into their own hands, man, and make the shit into something and stop depending on, like I said, I would never tell a battler you not dope if this one person or this one league or this one group of people don't tell you dope. I would never tell no battle rapper that. You dope regardless. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need validation from this one place or these two places or these few people who've never made $1 million in themselves, to be quite honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, to keep it even more funky. Like, imagine me seeking validation from a nigga who ain't never seen $1 million in his life. That's fucking crazy.
Man.
So get to it.
That's real, bro.
Make a name for yourself. Yeah, I mean, get to it, make a name for yourself, do your thing out here, and keep your career in your own hands at all times, man. Don't never let your career be determined by what another nigga tell you.
That part, bro. That's the realest shit that was said. Yo, a lot of people like myself, I didn't have my career in my own hands until I decided, bro, like I have to. Otherwise, I'll sit here and get old and then they'll be like, never mind. Like, just dispensable in this career. But that's the nature of the beast. You can't be mad at it. That's the game. You know what I mean? Hit the player, don't hate the game type shit. Like, it is what it is, bro.
That's what it is. All right, yo, on that note, we up out of here, man. Teewhy, I appreciate your time, brother.
You already know, man.
I appreciate you.
Easy, fellas.
All right.